What's up, everyone? Ernest of the Dove Report. Want to give another kind of daily Mets prospect update. There's been a lot of struggles I've been talking about offensively throughout the farm system, except for the lower minor leagues, DSL squads, FCL Mets hitting like crazy, but all the other affiliates have been kind of terrible for the first 2 months of the year. Since June, there's been some progress. Want to bring up some of the guys. We might as well specifically talk about the Brooklyn Cyclones. Pretty much the worst team in the Mets farm system by far for the first 2 months. All of a sudden, calendar strikes June, they're starting to win. I know, wins and losses, minor leagues, but this is still a good sign for pretty much the entire farm system that even a team now, an affiliate like the Cyclones, are starting to hit and pitch. Wanted to highlight a few of the players the last couple of weeks. They're the reason for this kind of new resurgence. You have guys you've probably never heard of, young players, even top draft picks, and forgotten first-round pick. Let me get into it. Let me start with one of the forgotten players. Now 25-year-old right-handed pitcher Bryce Jenkins. If you know about him, he's back from the 2023 draft. He's basically barely pitched in pro ball since getting drafted in 2023. Really not pitching at all. All of a sudden this year, he's staying on the field healthy, staying on the mound, and finally, for the first time in 3 pro seasons, his walk rate is down. This is a 95-plus arm who struggled mightily. He pretty much averaged a walk an inning the first 2 seasons. Now, all of a sudden, this season, 2026, 23 and 2/3 innings, only 11 hits allowed, 2.66 ERA, 9 walks, 25 strikeouts. 9 walks isn't minuscule, but again, this is a guy who averaged 1 or more walks per inning the first 2 pro seasons. Keep an eye out for Bryce Jenkins. Again, he's an older arm, so if he's going to start maintaining this command, they better move him up fast. Then there's the young guy, of course, I've been talking about. 21-year-old Jose Chirinos, baby DeGrom. Models the delivery, even models the hair a little bit. Maybe his hair's better with the curls. Jose Chirinos is now through 3 starts for the Brooklyn Cyclones since his promotion from St. Lucie. 2.81 ERA, 16 innings, 13 hits, 8 walks, too many walks, 20 strikeouts. Obviously, I'd like to see the walk rate go down a little bit for Jose Chirinos, who has done it before. He's had good enough walk rates in the past in his young career. I still see a very bright future for a guy like Jose Chirinos. But again, baby DeGrom in name only and delivery modeling only. He's a guy who throws more low 90s, maybe 94, mixes in a lot of pitches, secondary stuff. Here's the forgotten first-round pick, Colin Houck. I feel like we talk about him for a few weeks every year. When he gets hot, he's hot again. In June, the now 21-year-old Colin Houck, the former 2023 first-round pick, in June, 282, 317, 564 slugging, 881 OPS. His K rate has finally dipped, at least in the month of June. He's at a 40% K rate for the season because of how tough it was for him in April and May. In June, it looks like it's finally at the 30-ish or even less percent range in K rate, which you'll take at the moment for Colin Houck. Will he ever put it together? Again, it's taken way too long, but high school draft pick, still 21. What kind of development can he have going forward? Then you have the recent top draft pick, Mitch Voigt. I've been talking about him for weeks. Updated numbers in June, 300, 429 OBP, 450 slugging, 879 OPS. Here's a really key factor. 4 walks, 3 Ks, 9 stolen bases. So obviously more stolen bases than Ks, but also more importantly, more walks than Ks for Mitch Voigt. I'm curious to see how he kind of levels out slash line wise for the rest of the season. He's a guy that could be a really good above average defensive second baseman who could also play short. Curious to see how this development continues. Can he make it to Double-A by the end of the year? I hope so. On the younger side of things, I've talked about it recently. 20-year-old catcher Diverson Gutierrez, who was overmatched for 2 months. I didn't know if they were going to finally demote him or what. They've stuck to it. They've left him in high A. All of a sudden in June, again, not eye-popping numbers, but for him, he was hitting $150 or less in April and May. In June, 257, 357 on base percentage, 371, 728. Not showing any power this season, but 5 walks, 4 Ks. He's been doing that in the low minors as well. He can see pitches, good plate discipline, not a lot of power. He's the guy with the very strong arm, but it looks like a lot of the mechanics are still not there yet. It's not showing in the box scores as far as throwing base runners out. But he has the arm for it. Can he work on the mechanics, pop time, to improve and become a major leaguer? Finally, shout out Trace Wilhoit. He's an older positional player, undrafted player. He's now 25 years old, repeating high A. But very quietly, in June, he's helping with the success of the Brooklyn Cyclones offense. 5 doubles in 8 games, 406 on base percentage. He's an interesting guy. I like these older players, undrafted, going for their dreams. He's been more of a power bat, too. When he makes contact, it often ends up being doubles and home runs, even with a low batting average. Keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on me on the Dove Report. I'll keep reporting as I go because there are other players around other affiliates succeeding. I'll let you guys know more about it.